Nobody. Nobody's on Zoom. Okay. Music.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. A little frazzled because I'm doing all the wedding stuff, but it's going very fast.
It is very fast. You only have six days left.
Yikes.
I know. Where's she getting married?
It's called Church Ranch. It's basically a big barn in Westminster.
Hmm.
Um,
Yeah, awesome. But it's stressing you out a little bit.
yeah, there's just a lot. Well, we probably put too much on ourselves by doing the flowers.
Ooh, it
But
is a lot.
my husband's happy because it saves some money.
Right. Oh, good, good. Well, great. Well, was there something specific you wanted to talk about today? Today I was going to talk about, what to do with a new listing. And since you're the only one that's on, let's just talk about you and your business and what you want to go over.
That would be great. Yesterday I went to my listing just to check on it because I hadn't been there in a couple weeks, and I'm glad I went because my sign was down. Karen said she didn't see my sign when she drove by, and I was like, what? And so I went, and then the neighbor up above, her name's Michelle, she has a hair studio.
Mhm.
She came down and she said, Sandy, the highway keeps taking your sign down. I'm like, why don't they call me?
Oh,
Because I had it too close to the highway. I didn't know. And you're supposed to have it 15 feet back. So that was a hard lesson learned.
oh, well, at least they didn't take it.
Right.
With
And she
them.
kept putting it up. But
You did?
yeah, but she just found out that the reason was
Okay.
15 feet. So, I mean, I'm lucky that she's there kind of watching over it.
Yeah, that was great.
So then
Okay.
I moved it, and I feel like I need a bigger sign. And my brother suggested that I get a banner and put it on the house.
You know,
I don't know.
I think the people that are really going to be looking for that property are already looking online. Someone could drive by and see it. And you do have a lot of summer traffic this summer. I mean, like it is.
The traffic yesterday was crazy.
Mm-hmm. You know what I might do if I were you is you could get a banner, but you still have to put it 15 feet off, and then you got to get it big enough to where it's legible. And you could just get a big sign that says for sale, right?
Is that allowed without all the lingo of, how you have to put everything on your signs and you can just
Right.
put for.
Yep. So you just keep your yard sign up 15 feet off of the thing, then still 15 feet off of the road. You could have a big sign that says for sale, and you could, a big banner, but it still has to be pretty big, right?
Yeah, I'm thinking huge.
And so, the other thing you could do is they have those really sturdy, like mine's made out of plastic and it has all those little flags on it, and you could drape it there, and people, like, do you
I
know
like that. I love that idea.
that's cheaper. And it
draws attention.
blow in the wind. Yeah, it'll blow in the wind. You just tack one to your sign and one to the ground, but keep it stretched out. And so it's going to blow in the wind. People will see that's for sale. Everybody knows what a for sale sign looks like.
Yeah.
Like the shape of it.
Yeah.
So, and is yours an arm or just like a regular sign with?
Yeah, it's just the metal that goes.
So still people know that if they see that in the yard, they know that is like a for sale sign. Then you have that flag off of it. And even if you had the flag that was attached to the two top corners and then down diagonal to the ground.
I love it.
Yeah. So you could do that. That makes, that would, because your brother's saying, hey, get attention to the house for people who are driving by.
Yeah. And I think people are going down, Kenosha so fast, and they're going somewhere when they're going up, and you just kind of come around that corner, and I can see why you would just keep going by. I mean, just easily missed.
Yeah.
Even
Yeah.
though it's so close to the road. It's weird.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Okay.
But I'm glad I went in because there was a few dead flies on the floor and that bothers me, you know. I just
Mhm.
tidied it up
Good. Good.
and my brother had it, all those windows, he called it passive solar. And Karen asked me if I was gonna put curtains up.
Mm-mm.
It's weird.
Mm-mm.
There's like hallways, you know, that separate to the bedrooms. So I put curtains up in the bedrooms, you know, when I staged it for my open houses, but oh,
I don't think that's necessary. I mean, like a real buyer, they're not going to have issues with that,
they're gonna
right?
have their own idea of what they want. Yeah.
Right. And so if you can understand buyers and how buyers shop and buyers look at properties, you understand what's important when you have a listing. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Feel it.
And like having a clean house, picking up the flies, that's important because otherwise people are like, oh, it's kind of dirty and they just feel that way.
Yeah.
But if it's clean and they're like, okay, you know, like we could do this. I mean, people don't need to have curtains up to get that visual.
Yeah. I didn't think so either.
Mm-mm. I do like a nice warm entry, like a rug or a little carpet or a mat in front of the front door, you know, and so when people come in, um,
It seems homey. Yeah.
yeah, so I think there's something to having like curb appeal and walking in. But as long as a house is clean and you know the lights work, your
Yeah.
light bulb, and like the light bulbs match,
Yeah.
you know, just so there's some things that you can do that make a difference. And curtains could too, but I
Yeah.
don't know.
And then this lady that was my brother's friend has her camper out there. It looks terrible. And I'm just gonna put my foot down because Jeff and I both have been talking to her. I'm like, I had a free sign on it and she went and took it down. She said she didn't want it. And then I put a free sign on it. And then she came and took the free sign down. But look how many months it's been.
Yeah, well, yeah, she needs to move it then, right? Like just like
Yeah.
either if you don't want it, get rid of it. Still, get rid of it no matter what.
Yeah. I'm like so mad that that's there. It just looks so junky.
Yeah.
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 And
Okay.
what else? Oh, I'm so upset. I didn't listen to Kevin. He said to call Shirley Septic last Thursday, a week ago, to check on, and Jeff didn't even call yet. I checked with Jeff yesterday and he's like, oh, well, I figured since we don't have any action, I didn't need to call. I said, no, we still need to get that inspected. You need to call. So he said he was today, so.
So, right, so that permit will last you 6 months. Do you
Okay.
guys intend on selling this property before 6 months is up?
I hope so. I don't want to go up there in the winter.
No, yeah, you guys, you have got to sell it before you've got to sell it.
I
And
want him
so,
to lower the price some more. I told him that. I said, you know, we've only really had one real showing.
mhm. So, right, and so think about that. And so, Jeff, we're going to get this inspected, the septic done. It's 6 months. We want to sell this before 6 months. Letting it linger on the market never brings us more money.
Right.
So let's we need to talk every 2 or 3 weeks and lower the price until it gets to the right price where someone buys it. It does nobody any good. It's only going to drag it out for Jeff. I mean, you're the listing agent, and it's not that listing agents don't want to work, like that's not the issue. It's just that we know a house on the market for 6 months, it just doesn't make sense. There's no reason for it. And it's not like you're waiting for that one special buyer. I mean, you
Right.
do want one buyer, but if you think magically that it's going to be one buyer, it's not. So you guys, yeah, you're right on the right path, Sandy. Get it done. And that's your job. You're doing a good job. Your job is to follow up and make sure everybody else does their job. So if Jeff is supposed to get Shirley Septic in there, And that's you just following up. And you would do that with any listing, I'm telling you.
Yeah. And I just am kicking myself that I didn't listen to Kevin last week. I'm like, I just thought Jeff was doing it and I kept checking my emails thinking, I'm like, what's going on? Nothing's going on.
Nope, nothing. Yeah. Okay.
Why didn't he listen to me? I don't know.
Because he thinks he has time. And in real estate, time killer. So if you want to be efficient and be, acting, you want that action to go forward. And so, Jeff, let's do this. This is the best time to sell this property. The best.
Yeah,
Let's do it.
It is. It's
Mhm.
now. So, okay, well, that's good. I have been getting these notices on the door. And I'm assuming it's about my brother's reverse mortgage. And this one scared me because it says this property has been found vacant. The locks may be changed and properly winterized. I'm like, what?
Who's it
So-
from?
It says Five Brothers Default Management Solutions.
Who's the reverse mortgage with?
That's a good question. I don't recognize this name, so I was gonna reach out to the lawyer because he gets all the mail and everything.
Absolutely.
And he told me, don't worry about it when I had a notice, 2 weeks ago or whatever. He said, we'll deal with it when we close. But now I'm thinking, with this,
That doesn't seem. Has the lawyer, or maybe you need to contact that Five Brothers thing and say, what is this about? You need to talk to our lawyer.
yeah,
You need to talk to this person. Don't put another sticker on the door. And like, so I would not ignore that. I mean, if someone's driving up there and they put a notice on the door,
yeah.
oh
It's
yeah,
nowhere.
because what if you did have a listing set up and those people put a notice on the door, the listing or the buyer agent goes out there and they see that.
I know. That's what I'm wondering. Was it on the door when I had Wednesday when I had the showing? I mean,
And what if it is real
yeah.
and you
What if
guys,
it is
there's
real?
an issue? I would
And
not.
Pat, the lawyer, thinks he knows everything, but I'm like, now this is the second time. It kind of worries me.
Because then that means someone is trespassing, going on the property without permission and putting something on the door. That's still an issue. Either way, no one should be on that property without invitation. And the only person that should be on that property is a buyer's agent.
Yeah.
So I would tell Pat, yeah. And if I was you, I would just investigate myself and then report to Pat and say, Pat, look, I've called him. You need to do something about this.
Yeah.
That's what the lawyer's for.
Yeah.
I would think. And if it's not, then he needs to tell you, and then Jeff needs to do something about it.
Absolutely.
Good.
Okay.
So I'm glad we're talking. Good.
Yep.
What else you got going on?
Well, that's it. Besides every day I try to add, well, I didn't yesterday because I was driving from here to there and everywhere, but I'm trying to add 5 to 10 people from my phone into my my other thing. I just want to be picky about it, but sometimes I think maybe I should just transfer them all over at once.
I don't think you should transfer them all over at once, but I think you should transfer everyone. If people don't want to be in there, they'll unsubscribe from emails, and you might eventually go in there and take them out. I mean, obviously you're right. You're thinking about people. I mean, if I had to think about people I'm putting in my phone, I have a bunch of realtors in there. You could put realtors in there.
I haven't been. Well, I have some, but I decided that I wasn't going to do that.
And you would tag them as realtors.
Yeah, I did that. Because when I was doing that reverse osmosis or whatever he had me doing to see who had looked at the property, I was like, I'm not going to add these people because
True.
You're not. There were so many. And now I could do that again, really, because I'm sure there's been more looking at it.
You want to go in every once in a while, and I'm going to show you
Go back
what,
again.
I don't know if, oh, I do have an active listing. I was like, I don't know if I have one, but I do. My listings. Can you see my screen?
Uh-huh.
So you go into reverse prospecting. And this just always gives you the people at the top of like who put in, I got to call these people and see what's going on. And so for your particular listing, what you want to do is maybe every Monday, come in here and do date sent. And these are the ones that most recently went out to. So it puts them in a different order. Do you see that?
Yeah.
Remember over here, I told you you can click on the agent and it categorizes them alphabetically by first name.
And
or
it does
by first name.
2 times. I like that. Yeah.
Yeah. But you can do just the date sent. And then you'll know, oh, I haven't talked to this person. So let me call this person.
I love that. Yeah. So I can go exactly back to where I ended the last time.
Yeah, especially if you did them in order the first time.
Yeah.
So it gives you a good idea. That's something you would do every Monday. And then you just start calling down, say, hey, I'd love to get you in this, blah, blah, blah.
Everybody's so nice too. I love it.
I'm so glad. I'm so glad you're having that experience. I mean, it makes it easier. And do you feel like these phone calls are easy or hard?
I think it's easier than I dreamed it would be. I mean, it's kind of fun.
Oh, hey, in fact, I got one of these people right now on this list calling me.
Oh, good. Well, I'll let you go, but I'm good.
Oh, hold on. Just take this call real quick. Just let me do this.
Okay.
Hi, this is Jody. I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I was calling to try to set up a showing at 2980 Upham.
Oh, yeah, great.
Today.
Great. So we have a limited showing window just because her dogs and her job. And are you able to come this evening? I'm going to be there between 4 and 6. And I'm there for all the showings. So even if you're not able to make it, but your buyers are, I'm not running it like an open house. I'm only opening it up to agents who call with buyers who are qualified and really looking. So I don't know if that works for you.
I will have to check with them. It's so funny because there's 2 houses, well, 3 of them. We were going to go to an open house at 11 over here. And then the other one I have to set up, and it is the same way yours is. It has to go through the agent, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So I don't know what my people's schedule is going to be like. And are you doing anything tomorrow?
I am.
There's like another option.
I'll be there from 1 to 2 tomorrow, which is I know it's limited, but I already have another showing booked at 12:30. I mean, I could do 12 o'clock, 1 or 1:30 tomorrow. And then I have a 5 o'clock, 5:30 or 6 on Monday night.
Okay. Well, let me get with them and see what works, and I will call you back, and maybe they can make later this afternoon work, or tomorrow. We'll see. So, but I will let you know.
Well, good. It looks like you guys have been looking a little bit. You got a couple of properties you're looking to see. Have they been shopping a while?
Oh, yes, we have. So they started getting serious in like February, March, you know?
Yeah.
And they want to be on this side of town, and it's just really hard to find something that is hitting any of the boxes, truthfully.
I get it. And we have an incredible yard. I mean, those are the highlights of my photos, and the garage is great. The inside needs a little updating. Our bathrooms are updated and done. But the kitchen and the flooring in the main room need some work. Are your people agreeable to a little bit of work?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Okay. Well, then
Yep.
great. Well, then let me know. You can just text me back if one of those times works. You can certainly call me back too. I'll answer the phone. But so I hope we can, and I'll accommodate them no matter what. I'll do my best. These are just the showing windows, but if none of that works, then call me back and we'll try to figure something out.
Okay. Sounds good.
Okay. Thanks. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
That was perfect for my class.
So we're doing showings, and I wish I would have used Broker Bay because I really do have specific showing windows.
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to get this, because I have such a tight schedule, just like you, and I need to show the property every time. So I really could have just put it in Broker Bay for what my times were to show it. And I wish I would have done that. You're allowing showings because it would be so challenging for you to just pick up and try to get over there to show the property yourself.
Yeah.
And it's right. And I think you can allow like anybody to come in, right? Like anybody that wants to see that house.
That's how I feel right now.
Yeah.
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 And I do feel I'll have the world off my shoulders after Saturday.
Yes.
I just feel that has detached me from so much.
Oh, but you only hopefully you only get to do this once for her.
I know. And it's such a
Mhm.
great thing to help her and be with her. And
Yeah. And your brother's house, it's a unique property. It's a unique listing. And I think you've done what you can for it. So
yeah.
I think, I think you've done it. It's over here. It's just sitting on, the stove cooking. Like you've got that one rolling and you can leave that be and you can take care of, and do your family, the wedding stuff. So it's really okay. However, if you get a new listing, I would love to discuss, anybody with a new listing in the coaching program, I'd really like to discuss how to sell the homes, be there at every showing, how to set
love
things up.
that.
Because this new program I'm doing with 72 Sold is pretty incredible. I'm even with my listing right now, I'm not doing it how I'm supposed to.
Wow.
Because I'm going on freaking vacation.
You're so lucky. You're going to where I've always wanted to go. I can't believe that's so exciting.
Yes. Well, next year you could plan it.
My bucket list. Yeah.
Yes. Yes. So
I don't have one. I need a bucket list.
Yes, you do need a bucket list. You and your husband both need a bucket list. I told Kelly, we filled out all like these little sticky notes and we put them on our board in our kitchen of the things we want to do. And I have most of the stickies up there. I'm like, go to Greece, go to Spain, go on a cruise, go to, I have all these things and he's got one. Yeah. And I was like,
so funny.
Yeah. I was like, dude, I have a lot of things I want to do. I do not want to work.
And time is ticking. It's like, wow.
Mm-hmm.
It just goes by so fast. And I love that you're going with your mom. That just touches my heart.
Oh, my sister-in-law had done trips with her mom. Like they went on this trip to Oregon one summer and I was like, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then the next summer she did another one and I was like, that's really cool. And then it really just came to me like, Jody.
I know. I love it.
Yeah, so I think this is probably the sixth year that my mom and I are going on a trip together. And I just love it. My daughter's a little jealous. She's like, I can't believe you're not taking me. And I was like,
no, I bet.
I was like, yeah, my kids are pretty spoiled. So I was like,
you'll be fine.
When you graduate, we'll do a big family trip next summer. But I was like, you're too young to be doing. This is my first time going over there. I'm not going to take you when you're 18. Like,
she's adorable.
She is adorable. She's so cute. So
I think she
anyways,
helped Jeff and I one night after we worked at the house. We went to
Crossroads.
Yeah. And I swear she was like the hostess or something. I can't remember, but
Yes.
I recognized her at the parade. I was like, oh my gosh, I think you helped us.
Yes.
I like Crossroads, but we were there right at closing time. Like we got our food and it was like, it was so late at night. We were starving.
Uh,
Thank God they were open.
yeah. Yeah, they do have good food. It's been we didn't go for a long time because they just changed owners a lot, some small
Uh-huh.
town. So in the last time we'd gone, the food was bar food.
Yeah.
And when she got the job there, we're like, well, let's go see Mackenzie at work. And we
Wow.
went there and we're like, wow, they have great barbecue. And so
They
now
really did.
almost every weekend she works, we go eat there.
That's awesome. I love that. Hopefully you get a discount.
We do. It's so cheap. And Kelly's so cheap. He's like, we got to come
That's
here
so
every
funny.
time.
Yeah. We can't afford to shop for ourselves. We're going to go out.
I know.
That's
Kelly pinches his pennies. He's pretty good about
my
that.
husband, same way. He taught me how to look at the ounces or whatever and how to price at the grocery store. My parents never taught me any of that.
Oh, no.
It's awesome.
No. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
All right. Well,
we're
what
good.
else? What else is there? What else with you're still entering people into command, which is good. And then what are you doing with all those people in command? Are you gonna
Sometimes
send out a newsletter or what?
yeah, I need to do another newsletter. And I thought with the 4th of July coming, it would be a fresh thing because I haven't done it since my brother passed. So it's time.
Yeah.
And I don't want to bug people with a bunch of newsletters, but I thought, well, this is good. This is good timing. And I'll do that. And then sometimes I go back in and I send little messages to them or call them from command or whatever, because I don't know if I call from my regular phone numbers, then it probably doesn't show.
Log it. Yeah, I
Yeah.
love that you're doing that. I love it.
It's a lot. Think about, because sometimes I just pick up my phone and then I'm dialing from my phone and then that doesn't count. I'm like, dang it.
I know it's easier if you can figure out how to make it easier and just get in that habit, then you're
Yeah.
gonna be
Yeah. Now I think about it more. So wish I
good.
would have. It's okay.
Well,
A touch
you
is a touch.
it is. And
Really.
there will be a time that you won't even track that anymore. Like
Yeah.
I don't track it anymore. I'm in good habit. And I know when I need to start doing better is when I don't have very much business. And then
Mhm.
I'm like, man, I need to start calling people. I need to start being a little bit more thoughtful about what I'm doing. But once you get going and you have that,
Once everybody knows, because now, in the past, they've just thought of me as doing hair. So now I have to switch that in their minds and
Mhm.
are they taking me serious? And then everybody keeps saying, well, what kind of training are you in? You already, I did all those months trying to pass the test.
Mhm.
And they're like, you already did that. I'm like, no, I didn't. That was like the law side. And now I'm doing the actual, there's so much to it and they don't get it. They probably think, oh my God, she's an idiot, but I'm just keeping on.
Mhm. No, I think a lot of people, and didn't you yourself think, I'll just get licensed and I could do this.
I thought, yeah, well, here's me. I've never even used my computer other than Pinterest, and I'm having so many issues. Like today, for instance, I mean, I thought I could just go and sign on the link. Well, it wasn't there. So then I had to think, oh, what did Jody show me? So I, looked at the numbers and then I went to Zoom and then I entered the numbers, which I've never done, but I did it. to find
Oh,
it.
you're right. The Zoom link is not on there. It's just yeah. Ugh.
So maybe somebody else wanted on.
I might try to
They're like me.
attach that. Oh, good morning.
Hmm.
Good morning. She just woke up.
Oh, that's
Yeah, it's awesome to be a teenager.
my 22-year-old.
Isn't it so great? Where does your son live?
With us.
Yeah.
He has 2 jobs. He became a personal trainer at a rec, which isn't the greatest right now because
Oh,
people, pick you up, use you, and then they drop you. They aren't long-term. He has 1 long-term guy, 3 days a week. And
chocolate
then,
milk.
and then he works at a coffee shop that used to be Starbucks, but now it switched to Vail Mountain.
Yep.
And I like that because we get coffee bags all the time from it.
Mm-hmm. Right. You're
And
like, it's
food.
good.
Sometimes food.
Right. You're like, it's great.
Yeah. But, I said, maybe you should go to Evergreen to those gyms and see if, some of the wealthier people can hire you long term. I don't know.
Yeah. I know it's still sales, right?
It is. Yeah. So now he's trying to sell himself on Instagram or TikTok. I don't know, a program. Wants
Yeah.
to program.
And the funniest thing is my husband says to me, because I wanted to be a Pilates instructor. And my husband said, just in relationship to your son, right? My husband says to me, well, how much will it cost for you to be a licensed Pilates instructor? Well, after I do all the training and I buy all the equipment, it's going to probably cost me about $15,000. And he's like, what? And he goes, how long will it take for you to earn that money back? Same thing to ask your son. How long will it take you to pay that off? And I told my husband, I was like, probably 3 years, because I'm going to have to rent a space, and I'll have to slowly catch up. And he goes, well, how much does it cost for you to become a realtor? And I said, I think about $1,000. And he goes, how long will it take you to pay that off? And I said, 1 closing. We did a little research.
I love that. Put it in perspective.
Right. And think of all the sales work. They're both sales. I just wanted to teach Pilates because I thought it was great and I was excited about it. But it's still, you're going to have to sell yourself.
Yeah.
And, for your son, he's going to go through all this work, and his potential for income is never going to be as great as it is in real estate. And he's cute and young. I mean, like,
you went through all the classes and took 3 tests. I'm like, why did you give up? You have to do this. And I know that's in his mind. It's just getting it.
Mm-hmm.
Say yes.
Yeah. I mean, because then he could be a realtor and a personal trainer if he's still going to work out.
I know. I wanted to classes or whatever. And I got my friend's daughter to go to classes with that Bree or Brea, whatever, down at the Arvada office.
Yeah.
And she's the same age as Brandon. And I'm like, Brandon, you could do it.
Mm-hmm.
You already did it. You just need to pass the test.
Yeah.
And I know the test is hard. Nobody knows more than I don't think, because it took me forever. But I passed it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm like, Brandon, dang it, you need to do this.
He can do it.
So we're under him all the time. Just is gonna take a minute for it to click.
It doesn't. Maybe he needs a little bit more time, pursuing that other, personal training and do that. But you really, and when, and maybe he's like, I could do both, which he could, and they feed into each other. And that's how I feel about my life. Like, you can do this and coach soccer and work out at Jazzercise, and it all kind of blends.
It does. You remind me of our yoga gal in town here, Sherry Ebert. Do you know her?
Mm-mm.
Oh my gosh, she's hilarious. But her husband always makes fun of her because, she doesn't charge very much to go to a class. And then she always has food and wine for us after. So her husband's like, what is happening? This is just a wash or worse.
Oh,
She-
yeah.
She's so hoity-toity. She buys the best wines. I mean, I'm like, just buy box wine. People don't care. Like that.
Right. That's
And
funny.
her husband's like, oh my gosh, this is just costing us money.
It'd be great. Have you ever thought about partnering with her for an event and
That
inviting
would
your
be
friends,
fun. Yes.
supporting her, but having fun, inviting your friends also, and somehow have you attached to it as a real estate agent, and you can invite your hair client. I mean, kind of like,
Yeah. A whole mix.
Mhm.
I know. And I know since before my brother passed, I was talking to our friend that has the Argo. They're doing a bunch of stuff. They're gonna making it better, the Argo mine over here.
Mhm.
And she said she would do a big thing with me. And I haven't even reached back out to her since I did the first time. But she's like, yeah, let's have an event.
Do it.
So, yeah, people like that, I think will get, my name out there. I just need to make a banner or something.
Mhm. Have you, the our party committee, this is terrible. The social committee, whatever Victoria's ALC committee is at our office, they're trying to plan a client
I know.
appreciation.
I
Did you know that?
emailed her and she didn't email me back. And then I told Jessica and she said, well, I'll tell her. So, yeah.
Maybe
wanna-
reach out again to them and put both of them on an email, and just say, hey, I'd really love to do this. I know the person there and, we could
Yeah.
coordinate.
And she's
So-
already said yes. So it'd be
Yeah.
awesome.
Cool.
It'd be so fun.
Cool.
So anyway, yeah, I think I have my ducks in a row somewhat as far as what I'm doing. And I'm so sad I might have to miss next Friday. I loved yesterday, our little field trip, but I might have to miss next Friday because we're going to the venue. It's
Oh, no.
rehearsal.
Yes, I think it makes, right? Like take the
Take
week
it off.
off, enjoy your daughter, enjoy your time.
The worst part of it is the company that's coming in Tuesday. And they're
Why is
staying.
that the worst?
Well, because I want to do all my classes and everything, but I'm gonna have people in my house.
Take the week off. I mean, you'll take the week off and enjoy it. Real estate will be here. We'll go over everything else. I mean, that's the reason you get a real estate license, is that you can do those really important things. And then you can hit it hard and be a crazy person.
Well, I told Karen, I don't know, I'm gonna try to get on, but I don't know if I can. And she's like, well, I didn't do anything when my daughter got married. I didn't realize she had a daughter that got married, but
Yeah.
yeah.
You girls have been busy. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's a
So,
lot. So I'll try
yeah.
my best this week, but I don't know how much you'll see me.
Yeah. Right? You got to do those fun things because your time is flying by.
It really is. It's crazy.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
you too. When
Oh,
do you
and
leave?
I leave Wednesday afternoon.
How
and-
exciting.
My husband he's a little overwhelmed already.
Oh, yeah.
And
You're the glue.
yeah, well, yes, because I'm always like, let's check our schedules. What's going on? And he's like, I don't want to do that. But he's got like a heavy schedule. And so just today, he's like, you got to leave me all your passwords for CTM and everything. And, so I can take care of your business. Because I told him, I was like, I'm not working. I'm not talking to nobody.
No.
I'm really going to be gone. I mean, so when I get back, I'm going to pay like hell for it. But
Yeah. You can
Oh,
do
well.
it. You can do
Yeah.
it. You deserve it.
yes,
So,
yeah. And he'll take care of it. He might be a crazy maniac the whole time, but
he'll be able to do it.
he has Rachel. Rachel's going to help him
Oh,
if he
good.
needs help. Mhm.
Speaking of schedules, Kevin shared his screen at the class I took the other day, that 4 weeks
Yep.
to what or whatever. And
Mhm.
it's all, and I love having my calendar, but for some reason, my calendar in my phone isn't linking with my computer like Kevin's. Is there a way to?
I am sure there is.
I'll ask Chris.
If and Chris might know. And did you know there's something, and I gotta ask Rachel about it. There's something between, like for our association, are you with Mamar?
Yeah.
There's either something with Mamar or Colorado Association of Realtors, like when we belong to it, there's like a 24-hour text service that's free to us. I mean, this has been a long time ago. And so it would be great for us to ask, I want to ask Rachel that again. I'm going to go see her here shortly. We're going to Bailey Days.
Oh, good. I
so-
love that because I just felt like that was so cool that it was on. I mean, not that I have to have it on my computer, but it would help me, I think. Even more.
Yeah, let me talk to Rachel and see if she recalls what that was,
I love that
where it is.
because for us that have other careers, it just ties it all together, I feel like. I'm so glad I figured out how to get on today. This has helped me so much. Thank you.
Well, yeah, I'm glad that you got on here. I was like, I'm gonna wait about 10 minutes and then I'm gonna go and do work and try to get some other things organized before I leave. So
Appreciate you. And I appreciate that we're gonna have our next meeting after you get back. It'll be fun.
it'll be good. Yeah. Well, I hope maybe I'll see you next week. Maybe not. If not, I hope everything goes off fabulous
Thank
for you, your daughter. I can't wait to see pictures.
I'm so excited. Oh my gosh.
I know.
I'm so happy. I got happy tears. Amber's like, Mom, maybe you better go get some drugs because you're like crying all the time. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna cry. It'll be fine.
It'll be great.
Yeah,
It's gonna be great.
I love it.
Okay.
Thank
If you need anything though, while I'm gone, obviously you have Karen. So Karen is the end all be all. You have Kevin and Karen. I mean, so you're totally in perfect hands for the whole time. And especially if you get any offers, talk them through with Karen and she'll help you.
Okay, and I'll go get those banners. I love it. Thank you.
Good. Okay, good. All right. Have
care.
a good weekend.
And you have fun on your trip if I don't see you.
I will.
Yeah.
Okay.
Take care.
All right. See ya.
Thanks.
Sure. Bye.